Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Chris. I'm here with Kathy. We go by Ginger Marvin on Instagram and YouTube, and we have another What Sold video for you today. It is Friday, and we're going to follow Kathy around to see what sold for us today. We actually did not get to shoot what sold yesterday, but I don't think we had too many sales, so we're just going to start talking about today.
Hello. All right, so box AG. So these little kid Jordan shoes. I've had these for a while. They just sold like a few minutes ago, but I think over a year for sure. I bought them for $4.99. I sent an offer to a watcher of $17 plus shipping, and they accepted. So that was on eBay. And I guess we can show kind of what we're shipping in today. So these I shipped out at a 12-ounce rate, but the shoes are like 11.3. So normally I might put these in like an eBay bubble, but I think that would put it just over the 12.
Right.
So I'll put it
right at 12,
which
no
it's
label
a little
yet.
bit, yeah, that's too close for comfort. So instead of that, let's take a lighter weight poly and try that. Yeah,
Should be plenty of room for a label.
So that's what we're doing there, and then BP all the way over there. These are just some little baby Nike Air Force Ones. These sold on Facebook Marketplace. I know I could have got more, but these were on our shoe shelf for months and months, and I just didn't list them, so now I listed them. Someone was offering me $15. I listed them for 20 plus ship, so I just took the 15. She also paid shipping, so I did pay $4.99 for these, so not a huge profit, but they did sell fast once I got them listed, and I don't have to just keep them around any longer. The reason I accepted it mostly is because you can kind of tell they're a little bit dingy on the laces and which is pretty typical of a white sneaker, but that is why I was like, yeah, I'll just move them along. I more than doubled my $4.99, so these will just ship out again, and this one I might do actually, so that was Facebook. These are over 8 ounces. Yeah, so the buyer already paid for up to 16-ounce label. Please. Probably. We have a bunch of like tiny little boxes like this, which don't fit a ton.
Right.
But since these are just little kid shoes, these will still keep it under a pound.
Looks great for little kids' shoes.
And save a poly. Cool. That's what we'll do for that.
Yeah, and we get these, we keep them for ourselves. They're just Amazon boxes. We have a couple neighbors that save their small boxes and big boxes for us. I think one of them does like doTERRA or something. And my mom saves boxes for us, and my brother. So we get tons of free shipping supplies just for free, and that's really, it really helps. It does kind of suck storing them all just because they're so random sizes.
We have a bunch more.
Yeah.
Like all those play shoes boxes, like a lot of them I sold as new without box.
Kind of see up in the corner there, all those shoe boxes up there.
So a lot of them I sold as new without box, even though I had the box just to save on shipping. So I take out the shoes, but I save the box. So those are all like in our trailer outside, and we just bring in a few at a time. So we have lots of boxes. So yeah, lately for Facebook Marketplace orders that are kind of between that 8 ounce to 1 pound mark, I try to use one of those.
And it's also one of those situations you don't ever want to say, no thanks, I'm not going to take the boxes this time, because then they'll stop saving them for you. So we just take everything that we can and store it as long as we need to.
This is the brand Mickey Miette. I think that's how you say it. It's not like a super common brand, but it is like a expensive new brand for kids. I found these when we were in Nebraska at their Once Upon a Child for $4.50, so that was back in March. This is the first offer I've gotten on them, which was $18, so I just accepted. Buyer also paid shipping. Those will just ship out in a little...
What you doing, Reese?
Poly.
Poly mailer.
Right, and then CQ. This is, again, it's gonna sound like I'm just like breaking even on all this stuff, but we actually made a pretty good profit today, so I'm happy, but I did take some low offers to move some stuff that I'm just ready to see go. These are Paul Green shoes, which Paul Green is a these were probably like $200 or close to it new. Just a very expensive brand. They're really nice quality. What I noticed about them is that I think they're in UK sizing. So like whatever size they say on the shoes, that's not the US sizing. So you have to convert it. So anyways, because of that reason, these sat in a death pile forever. Finally got them listed. They've been listed for at least a year now, after sitting in a death pile for like a year. I probably had these for 2 years at least. And this was my first offer. I got $17 plus buyer paid shipping. I know I didn't pay. I don't remember what I paid because it wasn't even in my spreadsheet because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know I wouldn't have paid over 10 definitely that long ago. I was very kind of cheap with buying inventory back then.
Yeah.
So I probably paid like $6 or something. But I know I didn't lose money, so I just accepted the offer to kind of move those along. Those sold on Mercari and they're going FedEx, Smart Post, so can't use a USPS box, so just another, let me grab them, make sure they'll fit. We actually are running low on boxes in here. We've got to get some from the trailer.
Bring some up.
Kind of a mess right now.
Yeah.
And I think our eBay coupon's about to expire, so we might use that.
Yeah, we've said that a few times now. We just keep forgetting to get to it. So we do have to do that before the quarter ends. Which, we have like less than 10 days or so?
Yeah. So I'm not seeing a good box right now, but yeah, we have a ton, because I just took a bunch out to the trailer. Not boxes,
We just have our
garbage.
enclosed trailer down there. We do keep
Where we
all of
keep
our
like,
JBF stuff. We do keep all of our USPS boxes, our extra ones, down there.
So I'll run out and get one of those before we package those. But
Is that a Smart Post or?
Yeah, it's Smart Post. So if I really don't have a box, I could just, what I would do is bubble wrap them and then put them in a big
Right.
poly mailer.
We did have a viewer ask if you could use poly mailers for Smart Post.
Yeah.
And I did look into it. I couldn't find anything that said no. And I think even on the Smart Post page on FedEx, it even shows the person putting a poly mailer in the box. So
I have for lots of, like, I've sold a bunch of jackets
yeah.
that way, and we did bigger poly mailers for those. So the only time they've given me trouble was I reused, like, our son was like an astronaut for Halloween last year, and so
Yeah.
we bought the helmet from Amazon. It came in like this box, and I just reused that box. And
Yeah.
they said, this box is not sturdy enough to ship.
It was
I'm
a
just
thinner
thinking,
kind of
like, if I
cardboard.
didn't use this, I'd be putting in a poly mailer, which is definitely not sturdy. So
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, I guess make sure your box is sturdy. I don't know. So I don't know if that lady was just in a bad mood that day, but it just seemed a weird thing for her to say. Considering people ship stuff in cereal boxes and
Yeah.
everything all the time, so.
I've seen somebody ship something in a Tropicana orange juice bottle. So
I mean, I'm all about reusing stuff, but some of the stuff people come up with is very interesting. So I sold these. This is my first time finding this brand, Swedish Has-Beens or Has-Beens. I'm not sure how you say that, but pretty much anything with like a wooden type sole, and that's like a clog type shoe I always look up. These retail for like $200, close to it,
Wow.
something like that. And resale was really good as well, usually about half off. These ones had a little minor wear on the toes and stuff, so priced them a little lower. And then we have a sale running. This buyer on eBay paid $62.63 plus shipping. I only paid $7.99 for the shoes, so really good sale. And those are only about £1.50 pound, so they'll just go out in a shoe box. Yeah. All right, and then CC. Oh. So this one is the brand Graylin, which I think is an Anthropology brand. I found this at the bins a few months ago, so I have $1.37 into it, and it sold for $40 plus shipping. That was an offer I sent to a watcher. Once the buyer bought it, when I went to like delist it from all the other platforms, I realized it wasn't on any of the other platforms. So this got listed when we were trying to do that eBay thing a few months back, where I only listed to eBay and was going to cross post at a later date.
Yeah.
Which that later date never came. So this sweater probably could have sold for more and quicker if I would have remembered to cross post it.
Right.
But
I think it's a very good and valid strategy to do. We just didn't implement it well. We had a hard time remembering what we were holding back, and so if you could figure that out, I think it's totally worth listing to one platform first.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it again once. So I'm still working on getting everything we have around the house listed before I go out and source more.
Yeah.
But once we start sourcing again, I want to start doing that again just to eBay. I think we were trying a month last time, right? That was just maybe too long.
maybe
do a
that
week
was
or
just
something.
too long. Yeah.
So, yeah, I want to do that again, but because it does get kind of tiring, up like taking stuff up and down. But it's like it's so worth it though because you just sell so much. I just sell stuff way faster, and I mean we only have this much space, so like we can't keep
Right.
storing stuff.
We
so
need to
I do
turn it over
to
quick.
Sell it quickly, yeah. So that's our strategy. It's kind of selling stuff quickly.
Hold on, I think we need to show how we're shipping that. I distracted you.
Yeah, so it's kind of puffy. I actually pulled this out a little bit earlier today and then put it back in the box to pull out, but I tried to fit it in a padded flat rate, and I ripped the padded flat rate
Just too
trying
big.
to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably could have rearranged it. It was becoming a lot of work to save like $1 or $2, so I just paid for 2 pounds, so I can just put it either in a box or a poly, which I'll probably just do a box.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird shape, so I mean a shoebox honestly might be the best for it. I mean, you don't have to just put shoes in a shoebox.
Right. We may need to refold it. No, it looks like it's fine.
Yeah, that's a good box for it. So,
Yep.
and it should stay under 2 pounds, which is what I paid for, so we're good to go. Yeah, sometimes it just, your time is worth something too, so
Right.
to try to squeeze something in a padded flat rate for more than like a minute is just not really worth it to
Yeah.
me.
If it's like in that dollar range for us to have the trouble of trying to figure out something outside of our normal process, we're just going to do the normal process. We're going to spend that $1.
Yep. So, then I sold these mini Bowden kids baggy shorts. These are just my son's, and he wore them quite a bit, and they have wash wear, some pilling, fading, and a couple stains on them. They still sold for $13.50 free ship on Kidizen. The shipping label cost me $4.15. I don't remember how much the shorts cost me, but I know I'm losing money, but we got good wear out of them, so we're good. Just do another poly. Trying to use up all the smileys because most of my newer mailers are like, what am I trying to say? More like folly, so I'm trying to get rid of the non-folly ones, and then I'm going to start using like, these are my new shipping hip ones that just
We were
came.
going to show you guys these, but they sold them out so
She
fast.
did, but she said she's going to be restocking and doing a pre-order, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you know for sure. But they do have other stuff on the website right now. I know, I'm sad I only bought 1 pack of each. And now I'm like, I wish I would have bought more.
Yeah. And you guys can stay ahead of the game if you follow Shipping Hip on Instagram. And then anytime they have any releases, they'll drop there. They'll let you guys know. And then you can still use our code Ginger15, right?
Yep, anytime.
And that'll give you 15% off, and then you'll get free shipping. Well, I think you always
They
get
always
free
do
shipping.
free
Yeah.
shipping, yeah. So that's always a nice perk.
So, anyway.
So these New Balance Minimus were also on my death pile shoe rack for a while, mostly because they have, like, you can see the mesh in the ankles. On this one, it's kind of coming undone.
Okay.
So normally I can sell these shoes for around $40, but because of that flaw, I wanted to just list them and get my money back because I didn't notice the flaw. I actually think I might have caused the flaw by washing them. So
Okay.
that doesn't happen a lot that I like ruin shoes, but it does happen sometimes.
It is the risk
To
you
me,
run.
throwing them in the washing machine is just like, it almost takes no time at all because I'm already doing laundry anyway. So versus sitting there and scrubbing them by
Yeah.
hand and stuff. So even though I might have ruined these to the point where I couldn't even sell them for my $6.99 back, but to me that's worth saving the time of scrubbing them by hand. So
Yeah.
again, just one of those things. It's up to you to make your decision if
Yep.
you think it's worth your time, but they still sold for $20 plus shipping, so I still more than double my money. Happy with that.
And
Those
yeah,
are-
it's just as long as you disclose it, show good photos of what they're dealing with, so that the buyer's not surprised. And yeah, we really rarely have any issues of people being like, "Hey, I didn't know about this,"
yeah.
because we just Kathy's really good at making sure everything is in the description and in the photos, so that people are aware of what they're buying.
Yeah.
So
So
just
yeah,
a
that's just
poly
gonna
mailer
go in
there.
a poly. All right, so this sale, we'll just keep it over here because it's big, but we sold this castle that we finally listed again. Another death pile. Like all these items are selling really fast that I put off listing for that one only because it's big and I just didn't know what to do, like as far as shipping and stuff. These are just like the accessories that go with it. Just some little people, some beds and stuff like that. But yeah, so I listed it on, I didn't even post that to eBay because like that's the hardest place to figure out shipping. So I posted it to Kidizen, Mercari, Facebook, and Poshmark because those shippings are all semi-easy.
Yeah.
And we did kind of figure out that it at least would be under the dimensions. We have to take it apart slightly to fit in a box, which we need to find a box for this, but
Yeah.
we know, we can just tell by the dimensions that it'll be fine. So Mercari, the buyer paid $63 plus shipping. Their shipping was $13. That was like an 8-pound rate through UPS. So I do have to go to one extra store today, but that's worth it to me.
Yeah, and we get it off of our table. It's been there
Yeah,
for...
and $13 for shipping for that. Like that's gonna be a 6-pound box. Like their rate was for 8 pounds, but it's gonna be 6 pounds. So if it's sold on Posh, I would have had to pay an extra like $4.50, which again wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But on eBay, if I did like USPS, it probably would have been like $40 to ship the box that we're gonna have to put that in, just because they charge so much more for like bigger dimensions. So the castle cost me $11.99, so not too bad. $12 into 63. I am very happy with that, and I'm happy to get that big thing out of here. So I gotta be more picky with what I buy that's big. I mean, it honestly sold really fast once it was listed, but if I'm gonna be buying big stuff, I need to list it a lot.
And I'm just gonna clarify, we do need to have our own box. You know, she said that we're gonna have to, I think, take, I don't know, these come off, but I don't know, I think some of the top pieces can take off, and then we're going to put the box as small as possible around that. And so to figure out our shipping for that, I just measured what the measurements would be to see how big the box could be for that. And so now we just need to make a box that fits those measurements pretty much.
So we probably, I don't think we have an exact box, so we'll probably have to cut up a couple, put them together. But
and we don't do too many big things like that, so it's going to be
mostly because of the hassle.
Yeah, it is going to be a pain in the butt today, but we're going to figure it out.
So these little crew cuts linen shorts, these were just something I bought for my son off Kidizen, paid $8. He never wore them, and then I sold them for $8 plus shipping, so probably losing $1 on those, but it's okay. And those will just go in a poly.
And we have been asked about this cart. That is just something we got off Amazon. I think I might have it linked in our tools we use if you go to our Amazon store. So not like linked directly in our description, but I think the price is a lot higher than when we got it now.
Yeah,
so.
and last time I checked, because I was thinking about getting another, they didn't even have the like clear. They only had the multicolor, which I don't really love that.
Yeah, we'd like to get a matching clear one, but yeah, I think right now it's sitting at like $50 or $60, which I think is too much. But if it's worth it to you, it is in the link, I believe. Or otherwise, it's just Amazon. So.
Or probably anywhere.
Or anywhere, yeah.
Just Google it and find
I'm sure
one.
IKEA probably has something that's similar.
So these funky sandal heels, whatever you want to call these. The brand is a Regular Choice, which I've heard from several people was a great brand to pick up. Found these when we were in Nebraska for $7.99. I don't know why I haven't listed them till now, but I listed them like 2 days ago and they sold yesterday. So yeah, they sold for $45 plus shipping after just sitting there for 5 months. So list your stuff. Those were just, I don't like heels, so that's the only reason I didn't list them, like other than I just don't like heels. So yeah, either I need to stop buying stuff I don't like or just list it and get it over with, because it wasn't hard at all once I just put them on the table and took some photos.
Right.
Those were another FedEx Smart Post, so I'll grab another box from our trailer when I go out.
Just a non-USPS box.
Okay. These are some women's Coach heel sandals. Actually, this came from the family friend that gave us a bunch of stuff, and so I didn't pay anything for these. I sold them for $25 plus shipping. Almost didn't list them because I don't like listing heels, but I was like, well, they'll probably, I figured I could get around $20 for them, so I'm glad I did list them because that's $20 in my pocket.
How are you gonna ship?
Oh, those, so these are like lightweight. So they're gonna go into poly, even though I'll probably put some bubble wrap around them, just because they're a little bit spiky, but because I don't think I can find a box that'll keep that under a pound. And I didn't want to charge the buyer a lot extra, so
Right.
I might rearrange the shoes. Like right now they're standing
Right,
up.
heels out,
Yeah.
and then little bubble wrap, put them in a big poly mailer.
Yep, because since that is first class, if anything breaks, like if the heel breaks off, that will be on me and I'll have to refund. But
Right.
again, I have 0 classic goods into those, so
Yeah.
worst case, I lose the sale. Alright, so another pair of the mini Bowden baggies. These again were my son's. Several stains, fading, wash wear, everything like that. And they still sold for $7 plus shipping, so not huge money. I did buy those ones for 10, so losing a few bucks. And CX. Right, so these Bionic flip-flops on Poshmark for an offer of $30 that I accepted. I only have $5.99 into them. Since they're so flat, they'll just do a regional A.
The flat style box.
Yeah, and I'll just slide right in there.
That is Poshmark, so that makes it super easy.
Yep. And then I sold another pair of Bionics. Excuse me, Reese. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh. What are you gonna do? You gonna go back and lay down there? You're a good boy. You're a good boy.
You sit.
Oh.
Good question. Alright, so I sold these, or another pair of Bionic, just some slippers. These actually I bought from a friend off Poshmark like a year ago. They're size 11, so they were a little big on me. I did wear them several times anyways. Decided to go ahead and sell them. I just listed them like a day or two ago and they already sold. $30 with discount shipping, so not too bad. I did buy them from her. I was all in about $36, so losing a little money, but I got some wear out of them. These I think are too like fluffy to go in a flat box, so we'll do a shoe box. Or maybe like the regional B, I kind of like those.
And we need to organize this a little bit.
I like this one because I never get to use it except for on Poshmark.
Fits in nice. Yeah.
Alright. Dropping my labels. Top shelf bogs. Right.
Ooh.
These are just some kid bogs. These I sold on Facebook Marketplace for $30 plus shipping. I did buy them off Kidizen. I think I had about $34 into them. They were for my son. So he got to wear those last winter and we made most of our money back. So really good. Since it was Facebook, I can use any of these boxes, but I don't think they'll
Will
fit
they
in a shoe box.
Might have to be a 13 by 13 by
They're just a
9.
little bit too tall. So yeah. And by any of these boxes, I mean any that are not regional rate or
Right.
flat rate. So yeah, it's probably gonna have to be this big box.
Which we might have to move the table
Or
to get
I
that
might
out.
just, when I'm down looking for a random box, I might find one. So
Yeah.
decided in a few minutes. All right, CB. These are just kids Converse leather high top shoes. I have $4.99 into them, and the buyer accepted the Posher VA offer of $19 with discount shipping. So Poshmark, those will go in one of the little.
Yeah, another one of these regional, maybe the
do
smaller one.
A.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we got going on.
All right. So we're going to get packing this stuff up. Kind of not looking forward to that one. So we'll get this stuff all packed up and we'll be right back. You going to help us?
No.
Oh, the tummy rub. All right, guys, got everything packed up. Got that little castle put in that medium box there. Hopefully that's no problem. It seems to measure in under the requirements, so I think we'll be fine. And we did have a couple.
Alright, someone's asking about a pair of shoes.
Oh.
Alright.
We did have a couple sales come in as we were packing up, and we did forget to pull one, so we're gonna pull this stuff right
Which
quick.
actually was a viewer sale. But yeah, one of the ones that just came in was this Lulu and Rue kid shirt. This was just something I bought for my son. He wore it to kindergarten, and now I'm selling it. I don't remember what I bought it for, but probably less than I sold it for. I sold it for $15 plus shipping on Facebook, and I just listed it today. And then that viewer sale was going out to Kim, and or Kimberly, I don't know if you go by Kim. I assume most people that are named Kimberly go by Kim, but I shouldn't assume things, so. She bought from us a few other times recently. Oh, Kimberly, thank you so much. Today she grabbed these little baby Converse. I say baby, but they're more like a little kid, toddler size. She bought these for $12.50 plus ship. That was an offer I sent out because I had a watcher. And these were sitting on that rack for months and months and months, and I just wanted to go ahead and sell them. So, Kimberly, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for the support, Kimberly.
Yeah, those are my son's shoes. I don't remember where we got them. Most likely Once Upon a Child, so they were probably like $6.50. And last but not least, this little Hello Kitty bear just sold. I guess I said bear, but it's a Hello Kitty cat, right? Because it's not a bear. Why do we always call stuffed animals bears?
Theodore Roosevelt. It's all his fault.
So this is, I guess like the 40th anniversary or something. Where is she? On her feet. Yeah, so I knew Hello Kitty was kind of like popular right now. So when I found this was marked at $4.99 at Goodwill, which I normally wouldn't pay that much for a plush, but it was big. It was Build-A-Bear. It was Hello Kitty. So I looked it up, and this specific one was selling for like $30 to $40. So I grabbed it. And she just sold for $36.06 plus shipping. So 5 into $36 plus shipping is really good.
Very nice. And just real quick, I'm pretty sure these two are going to be going in poly mailers.
And this is just over a pound. So I paid for 2 pounds of shipping, and I can pretty much do whatever. I could do like a double big mailer, but most likely I'm going to put her in this box as long as it stays under 2 pounds.
A 13 by 13 by 9. Yeah. I'll help you pull that out off camera. Whoa! Or not.
I can't be waiting.
We are rushing, guys. The boys get out of school in 10 minutes, so it took a little bit longer to get that stuff figured out than we kind of were hoping. So we're gonna call it here and get this stuff off to the post office and UPS. So that's gonna do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.